Kirk said he wanted to see somebody pull up on somebody, fly slow motion across the set, and grab somebody by their feet and drag them off the set.
That won't happen because they were sitting next to each other.
What? I'm disappointed. I want to see somebody go like this, right across the room, and grab somebody by their cankles.
Welcome to Cliff Alerts.
Today we're going to be talking about TV One, reality-based TV series, The One, season number 1, episode number 14, reunion part 1.
Before we get into it, please like, share, and subscribe. Please click that notification button so you know when we upload new videos. Please click that like button as well, which will help us in the algorithm. And please send your comments.
That one got you, didn't it? Cankles, didn't
Let me see if I have Cankles.
Nah, you ain't got it. Thank God. Thank God.
This was the start of the reunion special part 1. There's not a whole lot of meat there, on the bone. It's not like some good family cookout or anything like that. And it tells me one thing: we're so accustomed with watching toxic behavior that when we don't see people acting up, it comes across as dry. I'm not sure whether that speaks to who we are as people.
I'm not gonna lie, I was looking for the drama like Kirk was. I was waiting for it. This episode began with a different host, Latoya Luckett.
Toya, haven't seen her in a minute. She
Mhm.
still looks good. She
Yeah.
still looks fly.
Formerly of Destiny Child.
I love the white here she was rocking.
Mhm.
Not a fan of the dress she had on, but she looked fantastic. All the usual suspects were there.
Richie was, I guess, notably, reserved in her response when asked by Latoya if she was glad to see him. She was like, "Yeah, it was nice, low key."
Yeah, she looked more nervous to me than anything else, and I'm sure she felt a kind of way seeing Brent again
Mhm.
and what happened between them, him not choosing her.
Mhm.
But I think, it worked out for the best. If somebody else is out there just waiting for her, and she'll get all that she desires from that person, but not Brent in this situation.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Steve was asked how he felt about seeing Ashley again for the first time, and he's like, "It was nice to see her." He hadn't been in contact with her, and he also said that he knew he was going to get eliminated.
Yeah, because they showed us one date or one incident that he had, and he was drunk off his feet, and that ain't sexy to no one. At least unless you two are drunk.
So let me ask you this: do you think Steve was twisted on the set, on the
See,
reunion set?
I don't think he was twisted on the reunion set, but the day they showed, he clearly had some issues staying upright. That's always a telltale sign.
Next, Jason was on the set. He was the police officer, right?
Yeah, he was there with Tiffany, and we were reminded about their group date.
Hmm.
And when he was shooting his shot at Tiffany, and Ashley was there wondering exactly what is going on. Latoya asked him what was going on there, and he said, well, he's usually the life of the party, so he wanted to make everybody feel comfortable, which was not exactly on point. She reminded him, hey, this is a space where we come clean.
Yeah, and he also wasn't very candid and forthright in his attempts to shoot a shot at Tiffany, was he?
He claimed that he didn't really shoot a shot at Tiffany. He was all about Ashley. But clearly we did not see that.
That's not what I recall seeing,
So
and I don't think that was what Tiffany recalled experiencing either.
exactly.
Ashley got a chance to reconnect with both Ade and Shuvar.
Yes.
And I thought both of them were dressed nicely. At least I did.
Hmm.
And
Dating outside the box, basically. And I thought in this point of the show, it became a little gnarly simply because it seemed like their focus was on Shuva's weight rather than someone dating outside the box.
yeah,
And I thought it was not a good look. But you could see Shuva felt like he was being singled out. And I just thought the whole conversation around his weight was inappropriate.
yeah, I would tend to agree with that. And he did say he was candid about it. He said, "Hey, look, I am in the gym.
You
It can
know,
be difficult."
the could be about the external, but sometimes it's about who the man is, whether he has integrity or not. And I think the focus should have been that. Just made me feel uncomfortable watching it.
Yeah, it could have been, I think, a lot more tactfully dealt with.
Yes, I believe that too.
Kenny came on the set,
Hmm.
and immediately Latoya asked him about the video that he actually presented to Ashley.
He believed he didn't have enough time, therefore, he had to be really intentional about it, hence the handbag and hence the video to his future wifey. That when he laid eyes on Ashley, he thought she was special, so she would appreciate something special. Ashley said that while she appreciates him for doing that, she didn't think that they had a real and true connection, particularly when she asked him what he liked about her. And he framed it as once he laid eyes on her, he wanted to be a better man. So, it is what it is. As it relates to Dante, Kurt said that Dante didn't have any swag, but Dante believed that he couldn't get with Ashley because there was no time. And Ashley said that he approached her in a more professional way, so there was no connection going on between them.
Leia was invited back to the set, and we were reminded that Brent actually chose Leia to be invited to spend time at the mansion, but she declined.
Right, because she believed that they did not spend any time together for her to get a good feel of Brent, whether she should go to the mansion or not.
And Brent actually complimented her for the decision that she made, citing that if she had, it would have been a waste of time. And how he appreciated that she didn't waste neither her nor his time with her decision. Next, Ashley, Jay, and Matthew are invited to the set to talk about their time.
Matthew was running the game about, how he was so motivated and attracted to Ashley. He wanted to present his best self and that he was celibate long before he decided to join the one. And it was strange how they were highlighting Brian
And
and
Steve,
Steve.
because they were like,
And at one point, when they talk about the celibacy bit, Steve actually said that Matthew was nasty.
nasty. Now he put emphasis on it, nasty.
He and Brian were like, their head was down while he was talking, and we saw Melissa giving him the side eye, and Shiva was giving him the side eye as he spoke. So it was almost like, they knew something about Matthew.
But they weren't
Thought
selling
it,
the tapes yet.
they thought it was funny.
They weren't selling the tapes yet,
They
though.
were
They were
not.
gonna wait. They were gonna wait
But
on,
they
wait a
were
while on that.
sneakering them.
Hmm.
They were, and he was running a line, and the way Ashley was looking at him,
Like she wanted to give him the draws right then and there.
she was all googly eyes.
She really was, and she was. I mean, if nonverbal communication is anything for her,
Yeah,
she was into that
because
brother.
your eyes are a window of who you are. So she was clearly into Matthew as he was speaking.
Mm,
But I think Matthew may be about the game.
maybe he is about the game.
I think that's why Brian and Steve were just snickering with each other because Ashley said she loves a disciplined man.
A was in the back row. He had this grin on his face, looking off.
Yeah, they all knew some things that wasn't shared with us, but you could see an undercurrent of some secrets were there
Hmm.
that we don't know anything about,
We
but
don't know yet.
we can imagine what it is. So we saw Tammy and Kirk, and Tammy had a hope for the group.
Her hope specifically for Ashley was that she would grow throughout the process and kind of realize not only who she is, but what she was actually wanting.
Well, based on the outcome, I think she did grow. I
Hmm.
personally think so.
Hmm.
Brett chose Ashley, and quiet as it's kept, Brett was always attracted to Ashley. When Mika was on the set and they were talking about why she was upset that Ashley made a second appearance on the show, Ashley made a point to say that, hey, when I came back, I went to Mika and told her what happened. And when they asked Mika about it, she said, well, now I don't feel any kind of way. And Richie came through and she said, well, that's not
Hold
what
up,
happened.
sister. Hold up, sister.
You were chirping a lot about Ashley being back at the house. And Shavar put his two cents in. He said, Shavar said one time too many. So, Mika was clearly upset that Ashley J was back at the house. Richie just exposed her, and she wasn't particularly thrilled about that.
Well, speaking of not being particularly thrilled about something, it seems like Richie's roommate at one time, Melissa, wasn't particularly thrilled about some of the revelation that came out about her
Well,
either.
Richie said that initially she and Melissa made a pact to try to get all the women out of the house
Except for those two, so they could.
so they can have a go at Brett. Richie said that she got to know the other ladies in the house and she didn't want to be in that association anymore. Melissa thought that when Richie was in front of the camera, she was capping. The voices
forth.
started being raised, and Lockett tried to move over to the men, but they weren't hearing, how women tend to be. And Kurt had to
Oh,
gently
reach
tap
over.
on Melissa to say, hey, let's hold this for now.
I was like,
Let's keep this for part two
I wish I could have
situation.
elbow bumped Kirk. Yeah, but we're about to get that, that thing that he said that he wanted to
Oh,
see.
you are. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Kirk said the quiet part out loud. Men want to see them go at it.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay. Just want to be clear. You want to see hands, right? You want to see some things.
I
You
want
want to see the wigs come off.
nails, eyelashes, all. I
Uh,
said at the top, somebody's gonna get grabbed around the cankles and dragged across set, boy. I was looking for it.
you were
I was
hopeful.
looking for
That
it.
was a hope.
Yes, indeed. Keep it 100. Can't cap.
Anyway, thank God that didn't happen, but there's always next week.
Yeah, there's the hopefully next episode. That's right.
Latoya ended the show. More will be revealed next week. For all intents and purposes, this was a little dry. Unless somebody's levitating next week, we're gonna have more of the same. Want to see someone being dragged by the cankles. When he said that, that reminded me of when Portia snatched Kenya and dragged her on the reunions. I mean, oh my God. That was must see TV.
That's television right there, boy. Hmm? Tell the truth.
She snatched her by the essentials and just decided that this is what she's gonna do.
You right, must see TV. You right.